It's Week 13 of the National Football League, and we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Eagles and the Seahawks. All that and more.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Return team. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return, then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes. So there's a lot of good that he did. But he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
On 1st and 10, Tyler. And a little floater there is incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Throwing on 1st down, Tyler.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
But what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 17. Enough of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll try the left side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Allen. This is called in by Driver. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice gain of 21 yards. Allen. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Yeah, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Smith and Jigba with the ground.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On fourth down, Tyler able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on fourth down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, fourth down, they went for it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stiff-armed him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancombs were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Allen now looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 61 yards.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Seattle.
Off the play fake. Tyler. Firing quickly. And he loses the football a second time. It is picked up by the Eagles. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Boy, very surprising. 2 lost fumbles for him, and we're still in the first quarter of play.
And you want to make a quick trip to the doghouse, maybe to the bench? Fumble twice in the first quarter as he just did. Now you just wonder, is he going to be thinking about every time he touches the ball?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
To throw on second down, Tyler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Tyler. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Tyler. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team, kicking into a headwind here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, incomplete, into the hands of Fowler. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks 9-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Tyler.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Tyler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Allen going to throw. That one complete to Driver. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll take this to the 46. The Eagles had 8-3 now. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throwing on first down is Allen.
And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Kalijah Cansey
in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
On first down, Tyler. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Tyler. And Diggs has it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Man in motion left, that's Smith and Jigba.
On third down, Diggs. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. With it is Brown. Oh, able to avoid him. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just take extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On first down, Allen. It's Edwards again. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence, a touchdown pass in that first half. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. George Pickens, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Trey Lance has thrown a touchdown pass. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Diggs, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Seattle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Diggs, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
Off play action. Tyler. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Diggs escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Holding offense.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Tyler got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Tyler. And that is incomplete. But pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Allen off the play fake. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. From the gun, it's Allen.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
This a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Off to the races.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, Tyler.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates with a Seattle score.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, here's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
To the air, Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks take back over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
On second down now, Diggs trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Tyler. Left side caught by Diggs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Throwing on 1st down. Tyler.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
To throw on 3rd down, Tyler. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Fountain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Edwards.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Allen. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield, here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen's throw is complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Allen to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fowler. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them. But we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
York now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. On first down, Diggs.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on second down. Tyler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down, Seattle.
Looking to throw. Tyler.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5. And the Seahawks first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Going right back to Smith-Njigba.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at a yard.
At the Eagles' 32-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back to throw. Tyler to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand. which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Tyler. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Tyler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Tyler. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On third down, Tyler. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we've got the Bengals, leader at quarterback. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Bengals and the Browns. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
They'll run on for Downing. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But
that's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going. A touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
At the 19-yard line.
They'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win. Someone's sharp in this game. We had a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. pretty much unreal. Not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
They'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession, so as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But if an offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To the air again, Burrow.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They're locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Downing. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, things are definitely going right with them here in the 1st half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. The Bengals at 9-2 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run to Hall. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's fielded at the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 11. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Down inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with a milestone here. Touchdown number 200 for his brilliant career. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead in the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game. And I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him. Maybe even have a 3rd person in the area and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
First down, Browns.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now Burrow.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
It's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he finds his target, it's Schultz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Now they'll run on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Seconds of the first half, and the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And it's the Panthers who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Jalen Hurts, strong in the victory, as his guys managed to cobble together their 3rd win in an otherwise dismal campaign. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Trey Lance, A strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, it's Hall. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Burrow looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Play action. It's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Running right through it. He's like a freight train.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all they needed. First down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They run the counter. Downing. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and the lead will hold at 10. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
All again on 2nd down.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And his kick is indeed good, and this is back down to a 7-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground. Downing. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw again.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Burrow's throw here taken in by Parker.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Now 2nd and 5.
Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. It's brought in by Harris. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here's a give up the middle. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Downing. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
They run the counter. Downing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. McPherson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Cleveland offense making their way out. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st down, Cleveland.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.